Hey, you know how we always check the compatibility between two people? How about we do a love triangle analysis this time?
Ooh, who do you have in mind?
The alleged triangle of Joshua, Sabrina, and Olivia.
Oh, that'll be fun. Okay, that'll be fun. What are we starting with here?
Well, it's up to you. I've looked at the match and I know the scores. So your options are to either start with intimate or their day-to-day lives.
Oh, you're giving me a choice? That's a tricky choice. All right. I want to say intimacy, but you know what? Let's ease in here. Let's go with day-to-day first.
Okay, so I'm going to give you choice A and choice B, and you need to identify who's Sabrina and who's Olivia in context to this relationship.
Hold on. Don't we get to hear the scores first?
Hold your horses. Just like our viewers, you're going to have to wait till the end to know the scores.
Oh boy, this is all right. Okay, let's begin.
Okay, first let me give a quick, very, very short introduction to what Joshua is like when it comes to his relationships. So, very sweet thing, you know. He's supposed to be really loyal and fair. Okay, I know you're waiting for your choices, so let's just get into that. One of them, Sabrina or Olivia, is supposed to be kind of like that restless energy, bold, entrepreneurial spirit. The other is very steady when it comes to their relationships, is very calm and can even sacrifice for the right kind of relationship. Guess who's who?
Oh, that's a tricky one. All right. I would say Sabrina is the former, Olivia is the latter.
You got that wrong. Olivia is actually the restless entrepreneurial spirit, while Sabrina is the steady and sacrificing spirit for relationships.
Okay, I want to talk about issues now because, based on what you just said, it's already clear that with Olivia and Joshua, if Olivia has that restless energy and she's always gearing up for action, and Joshua has the calm, temperament, I can already see there would be some clash of how they may want to spend their time on a day-to-day basis, right?
True. So answer me this. Who would be the relationship where small resentments kind of just keep piling up and are not dealt with, like how you would want a healthy relationship dealing with them, right? Clear communications and things like that. And who do you think is the relationship where small slights actually go into this like blowout and become focused more on who's right, who's wrong, rather than, what should be done?
Interesting. Well, it sounds like it may be with Olivia, they just blow up, while in case of Sabrina, they keep piling up?
Nope. It's the other way around. Interesting, like you'd think because of her restless energy there'd be blowouts in that relationship, but no, they actually pile up.
Very interesting. So what happens with Sabrina?
So it turns out in Joshua and Sabrina's relationship, Joshua could get pushy to try and get the direction that he wants happening over there. And in that case, Sabrina can kind of close herself off or give like a prickly reaction. And if Sabrina's too focused on a particular project of hers, Joshua could get impatient with her, and that kind of leads to those quick blowouts and what's right, who's wrong, and all that kind of stuff.
Okay, so what can they do about this then?
This bit I'm going to let you read.
With Sabrina, what it says is that Joshua could go for quite slow experiences that essentially bring in some steadiness. There's some sensory effect there. Low-key rituals like cooking a balanced meal together or going for evening walks, right? But look at the contrast with Olivia. It says that they should do kind of an adventure and ceremony kind of a mix and match. So instead of an evening walk with Olivia, what would be better for Joshua would be a sunrise hike, which is more activity driven, and yet it brings in that nice easy thing that Joshua likes. It also says that with Olivia, he could go for projects that convert restlessness into results. So, signing up for a makerspace class together or entering a weekend team challenge, things of that nature. Now I have to see the scores.
You can go ahead and see this.
Okay. I saw the scores, finally. Joshua and Sabrina on mentality score a 2 out of 4, which is, well, it's not bad, it's average. But with Olivia, Joshua and Olivia score a 4 out of 4.
Crazy, isn't it? But
it's a very big but in there, and that is on stability. Joshua and Olivia score a 1 out of 4, but with Sabrina, he scores a 4 out of 4.
And this kind of shows how you can just not tell with relationships by just looking at things like, oh, she's restless, so that means this relationship may be some turmoilish. But no, she's calm, maybe this is better. But it can so be different.
Yeah, I mean, and again, hindsight's 2020. Now that I see it, perhaps with Olivia, because there can be things piling up over time, that's not good or healthy for any relationship. Whereas with Sabrina, even though they jump to reactions, they get done with it right there.
And this is where an app like Wejnan can help you understand your partners and figure out which relationship works for you.
That is true. Well, now it's time to finally see how they match up on intimacy.
You got that. Let's jump into that now. If you'd like to check your compatibility with your celebrity crush or someone close in your life, head to Wejnan.com.